Hey guys, what is up? I am back again this week with more videos, and today I'm going to be talking to you about encrypted email, why you should be using it, and what are the best options out there. So guys, why should you be using encrypted email? Well, when using Gmail or Yahoo, a lot of these services have pretty convenient features like Google Docs and things like that. Really a cloud-based suite, so you have a lot of incentives to use Gmail, Yahoo, or some of these other email providers. However, when you're sending messages with these providers, pretty much all your messages are being read and perhaps being used by these companies for advertising purposes. So remember that the core idea here is that if something is free, then chances are is that something you are using and you are the product in the end. You are giving them information and they are giving you that service in return. So essentially you're paying just with something besides your money, that being your data. So guys, today I've collected some of the best encrypted and private email providers that I could find. So there are going to be 10 options here that are going to help you stay more private when emailing. A lot of these email options are good because they're light, easy to use, and have pretty good features, whereas some later on in the list are basically just going to be good options for burner emails. Maybe you signed up for a service that you don't really trust and you want to just test it out with a fake email. Maybe you want to sign up for a service and you don't want to have a long-term email and get a lot of spam. Whatever the case may be, some of these emails at the end of this list are going to be good for more short-term use, while more of the emails at the top of this list are going to be long-term private anonymous email solutions that are going to be really good for protecting your emails, staying encrypted on the internet, and just staying secure overall. So guys, without further ado, let's start off this top encrypted email list. Alright guys, so number one on this list is going to be TorGuard. Now if you're familiar with my channel, you may have heard me recommend them before numerous times for Netflix streaming due to dedicated IPs. You may have heard me recommend them for torrenting due to fast speeds and good BitTorrent proxy support, as well as P2P support. You may have heard me recommend them for staying encrypted online or anything like that. And the reason being is that they are just a one-stop shop in a lot of ways. TorGuard not only provides their VPN services like I mentioned, but they also provide encrypted email. So since they're one of my favorite VPN providers, you can easily see why I would recommend them for encrypted email as well. While their free plan is a bit limited to 10 megabytes of limited storage, which is actually pretty decent for email, you can upgrade to their premium email plan, which is pretty affordable. So what is their encrypted email offer? Well, they have pretty good features. They have open PGP encryption, unlimited storage for premium once you get that premium model, and they have key storage, calendar, tasks, bulk import, advanced search, and more features to check out as well. So guys, they are a pretty well suited VPN provider with this encrypted email option as well. So guys, if you want to check out that, go ahead and check that out. I'm going to put a link down in the description down below. Now let's get on to the next option you have. So guys, ProtonMail is another good option to use. You may have heard of ProtonMail. It's pretty robust and well-known encrypted email, maybe one of the most popular out there. The reason being is that it is pretty secure and it's based in Switzerland, which means that it's pretty hard for the US government to shut them down or receive information from them. And overall, a lot of people just like using Switzerland products, maybe like the Pirate Bay, because it has kind of a good reputation for being outside a lot of logging and copyright things overall. But guys, ProtonMail is pretty good because it's good two-factor authentication. It's password protected, maybe even to a fault, because if you lose your password, say goodbye to your account. Has a good amount of keyboard shortcuts and good import options as well. Maybe some cons are that it doesn't support some things like IMAP, SMTP, or POP3 if you know what those things are. If you're not, don't worry about it. Overall guys, ProtonMail is a pretty robust solution, one of the best encrypted email options out there for sure. Alright guys, third on this list is Tutanota, or maybe Tutanota, kind of a weird name. Anyways, though, it's a pretty good email option as well. It's free and open source. It's similar to Proton in a lot of ways, in that the encryption from sender to receiver is held on your device to make it more secure. So keep that in mind. The private key is not accessible anywhere but your device as well to provide security. So just watch out for that. You can also lock the contents of your messages and require a password from the person receiving them, so you could send encrypted or just regular messages. So it's free for 1 gigabyte, but if you want more, you'll have to pay for more. But 1 gigabyte is actually pretty generous. So it's pretty easy to use. Like I said, it's open source. The good news is it has iOS and Android apps. It's very secure with passwords and easy spam filtering. Maybe the cons are that it really only seems to offer plain text email support. There isn't any search functions for some reason, and you can't import contact in bulk. So it does have more storage than some of the other options we listed, but some of the features seem to be lacking. Alright guys, number 4 on the list is HashMeal. Now HashMeal is a pretty popular email solution, but you should keep in mind that it has turned over information to the feds in the past, which has slightly tarnished its reputation. However, if you're not a criminal, you don't really have much to worry about, and the security here should be enough to protect you from hackers or anyone else trying to snoop on your information. So it does include spam filter, auto response, email signatures, and contact import through CSV, which is really good to see. Now it does also include two-factor authentication, and some of the cons might be that it does require a phone number and previous email for a sign up. So if you're a super anonymous kind of freedom fighter kind of person, this might not be the best option, but otherwise it's a pretty solid bet. Alright guys, number 5 on the list is Posteo. Now Posteo is a pretty good option with 2 gigabytes free. It has calendar and address book integration, 100% green electricity from Greenpeace Energy. It has two-factor authentication. The website's ad-free, and you don't really need any personal details to sign up. So it's really easy to use and has good functionality. The cons might be that there doesn't be any anonymous payments like Bitcoin, and it doesn't work with your own domain. Number 6 on the list is going to be Collab Now. So this is another open source email service operated and managed in Switzerland. So guys, they have a couple different plans that you could choose from, but the good news is that their servers are pretty secure, and the cons are that it might be a bit slow. There's no two-factor authentication, and it's not really the cheapest email provider on this list. But it's worth checking out if you really like email providers hosted in Switzerland. As well as some options like note-taking, email tagging, contact integration, calendar, and shared folders. So check it out if that sounds up to your specifications. Number 7 on this list, we are going to talk about some of these email providers that are a bit not so full encompassing. These are email service providers that are more for temporary, just quick kind of burner emails. So those are going to be Gorilla Mail. Gorilla Mail is pretty good. It only lasts 1 hour, and you can't really use that address again. It doesn't really require sign up, but you do get a free anonymous scrambled IP address, good for anonymity for 1 hour. Next on the list is going to be Mailnator. Now Mailnator is kind of weird because you don't really even need a password to use it. You just kind of log into an account with a name. So if you had the name like Tom Spark and you created that email account, someone else could potentially get into that by using the Tom Spark as well. So if you want to kind of protect your emails that you are getting for this account, you're going to have to make something unique. Of course, if you do want that extra security and have your own complete account, you can get a $20 a month price plan, which is a bit pricey. So guys, I'm not too sure about Mailnator, but it is kind of an interesting option due to not having passwords and stuff like that. So it could have its use case if you just want to get an email really quick and just verify something or something like that. But overall guys, check it out if you like the sound of it. Alright guys, number 9 on this list is Hide Your Email. So this one is super simple. Basically what you want to do is go to this website. It's free, you pick your own password and address of choice, and basically this email address is good. It's more permanent than some of these options I've just been mentioning, but you can't really send messages. However, you can receive messages, and it's good to just verify things and stuff like that, or just if you want to stop spam. Alright guys, number 10 on this list is email on deck. Now this is a disposable email address that only works for 2 hours. So if you want an anonymous email address that is just quick to use and free, this could be an option to use as well. So check that out. Alright guys, thanks for checking out these top 10 best email providers. I know it was a little bit of a long of a list, and it's kind of hard to differentiate the differences between some of these email providers. So that's kind of why I tried to do it in kind of a ranking system of the best options out there. Now, if you want to get encrypted email, I would recommend checking out TorGuard, not only for its email, but also for its VPN services. However, ProtonMail is also a good option as well if you want something more based in Switzerland and just email kind of support. Tutanota is also a good option as well, guys, and some others on the list are worth checking out as well for their specific use cases. Alright guys, that's it for this video. My name is Tom Spark, logging out of Best 10 VPN.